In this video, I'll guide you through how to lower your timeline resolution and use a few playback optimization tools to get much smoother performance while you edit. If your playback has been choppy, laggy, or just generally frustrating, these adjustments can make a big difference without forcing you to upgrade your computer. Let's start with the timeline resolution. The idea here is simple. The lower the resolution you're asking your system to display while editing, the less work it has to do in real time. You can still export at full quality later, but during editing, you give your computer some breathing room. To do this, open your project and go to Project Settings, then select the Master Settings section. In there, you'll see the timeline resolution option. If you've been working in 4K, switch it down to something like 1920 by 1080, or another lower resolution that fits your needs. This doesn't destroy your original footage, and you can always come back and set it back to 4K before your final render if you want to keep that higher quality. For now, the goal is smooth playback and faster editing. Next, let's use optimized media to make your clips easier for your system to handle. Optimized media is basically a lighter, more edit-friendly version of your original footage. To generate it, select the clips you're working with in your media pool or timeline, then right-click and choose Generate Optimized Media. The software will create these more manageable versions in the background. Once that's done, Playback will automatically use the optimized media wherever it's available. You still keep your full quality files for final export, but while you're cutting, trimming, and adding effects, your computer is dealing with these lighter versions, which helps everything run much more smoothly. Now let's enable proxy mode for the timeline. Proxies are another way to temporarily reduce how demanding your footage is while you work. Go up to the playback menu, then find timeline proxy mode. Here you can choose either half resolution or quarter resolution. Half resolution is a good starting point and often looks totally fine while you're editing. If your system is really struggling, quarter resolution will be even easier to play back, though it will look softer on screen. Remember, this setting is only for what you see during editing. It doesn't affect your final output quality. Finally, let's set up the render cache. This is especially useful if you're using heavy effects, color grading, noise reduction, or lots of layers. Go back to the playback menu, then navigate to render cache and choose Smart. With Smart Cache enabled, the software will automatically identify sections of your timeline that are more demanding and pre-render them in the background. Once those parts are cached, they'll play back much more smoothly because your system doesn't have to calculate everything on the fly every time you hit play. Give it a moment to cache any heavy sections and you'll usually see a notification